Oh, I should have cleaned my lens first. If I can do that real quickly. Which that's going to make it worse. But maybe it'll be okay. Alright, love you guys. Hello, everyone. Happy Halloween.
Hi, everyone.
Alright, there goes my crazy family.
Hi. Hi.
Happy Halloween.
Hi. We just got back from
Trick-or-treating.
I hit the jackpot. The jackpot.
She hit the jackpot, Christy. Hey, Christy. Welcome in.
I got every candy in the world, and I got my own candy in my bag, in my new bag. If y'all haven't seen Stitch yet, go watch it right now. Oh, right now, because...
I don't know if you guys can hear, but she loves Stitch.
Yep.
And for her birthday, she got a little Stitch bag, which is so cute. And then she's got it filled up with her Halloween chocolate.
And my birthday is tomorrow. And I went horseback riding, like always. I went with my Stitch PJs, because, like, I want to be snug and cozy. But I'm going to show you the bag.
All right. Anyway, here's her cute little bag that she had to get for her birthday because she loves Stitch.
And the hat.
So, and her little hat. She wants to show off. And then we got horseback riding tomorrow. So there's her cute little hat. So, but anyway, so there you go. So say hello, everybody, and happy Halloween.
Hi.
All right, your dad's got you now. You can eat all the sugar you want to. Your dad's in charge. I'll see you guys after a while. Y'all don't pig out on that candy, though. She's got to get some sleep sometime. I know, right, Tammy? All right. Welcome in, guys. Happy Halloween. It is Friday. It is Friday, so thank you guys so much for being here. And it has been a busy, busy day. But anyway, we got some fun things for today. So let me go ahead and post my email. I don't want to forget that. So to register, please send your information to my email that I'm getting ready to post above. Be easier for me just to type this out and try to open up another application on this old computer. But oh, she did. She had a blast. She had a blast, Elizabeth. We're already finished. We just got finished. Just got home, getting settled down and getting ready for the show. So, but she did. She had a blast. She's got a ton of candy. Hey, Elizabeth, welcome in. Welcome in. But yes, we do have bugs today. So I found a few bugs to bring out. Went through some of my old vintage stuff and pulled out a few neat things that I've got to put up for sale. So anyway, so all kinds of different things. But you guys know the drill. Anybody new, anybody coming on replay or anything, anyone new to oh, you went last night? Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, they did it around town here tonight. But some of the churches actually did it over the weekend. We didn't catch those. I didn't realize that they were having them last weekend. So hey, Gail, welcome in. But anyway, if anybody new, please send me your name and email and or your PayPal or payment email, however you want to work it. I take PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. Prefer PayPal because it's just easier. But anyway, if you'll send any information, registration information to my email, and let me pin this up above. So there is my email pinned to the top of chat. I do ship worldwide. Shipping to Canada, is first class international priority. Shipping international, to any other country, just email me, if you have any questions. I usually require priority international for other countries, but within reason, there may be a few that I might still send first class international, but just email me and we can go from there. So what else? I will invoice after the show tonight. My next show will be Monday at 9 p.m. But if you do happen to ship both nights, you'll only get charged shipping for one, because I'll combine the orders. And other than that, if you have any questions, just let me know. I feel like there's a lot I'm probably missing at the moment, but it's been kind of one of those days. So it's been a very busy evening, to say the least. Um, so anyway, yeah, we just got back from trick or treating. It was a lot of fun. It was a really nice, brisk night for it, and a lot of people had their fire pits going, and it felt like fall, and it smelt like fall, and campfires and bonfires, and it was just a real blast. So, anyway, happy Halloween. So this is kind of like one of those things. Like if there's anything that y'all were looking for or anything, any requests, just let me know. I do still have some Rosemary G. I do still have some Sterling. I've got a lot of different vintage items for today too, but also some copper and a few other different things. So, please feel free to make any requests or anything like that, and we will just go from there. So, um, where do I want to start with? Let me see here. Any requests for? Let me just go ahead and ask real quickly if there's any requests for anything. Because I can definitely let's see. Um, you were in for bugs, so let's okay. So let me bring up my bag of bugs. Little bag of bugs. So these are some cute little pieces. Um, these are actually from my little collection that I've had sort of stored away for a while. But I'm trying to downsize a little bit. So, let's see what we've got here. Alright, so the first thing is going to be this spider. Now, all the rhinestones are there. It is a gold tone spider. I don't see a maker's mark on this. And I'm going to take a look at the pen here. And, yep. So, it is in working order. There's the back. And then here's the front. Cute little spider. Of course, I know we're done with Halloween. Um, but anyway, cute little, and put a little bit extra light on that. But he's a really fun spider. Um, like I said, he's not marked anywhere. But really cool brooch, and this would also be fun. If you did have like a enhancer, this would look really cool as a pendant also. But definitely fun as a brooch. Really nice. A really nice size on this one too. I'm totally sure where my tape measure went off to, so I could give you the dimensions on this. Well, that may be one of those things that just has to show up here in a little bit. But anyway, it's at least a couple of inches. It's got all the rhinestones. What is it, honey? Pause it. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. But I tell you what, let me put in the starting bid on this one before I pause. Um, let's see if there's any. Where's my listing for the spider? Okay, so this one for the spider, that's the sander. Okay, so starting bid on this guy. Get everything over in the chat. Starting bid on this guy is $10. And give me 1 second. All right. Thank you guys. Elizabeth, I see you, and I'm going to count this one down for you. Going once, going twice. Fair warning. And sold. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I apologize. We had just a little catastrophe. The dogs got into a little bit while we were gone trick or treating. I guess they were upset that we didn't take them with them. Take them with us. Um, Kind of made a little mess upstairs. Tearing up some stuff. But anyway. All right. Thank you, Elizabeth. Really cool. Really, really cool brooch. All right. I'll get this one written down for you. All right. Cool deal. All right. Let's see what else we've got in this bag. All right. The next one is. All right. So the next one is this little, and I call them like little scatter brooches. But this is a cute little beetle. It's small. That's the reason why I call it a little scatter brooch. Because these are ones that you could, I guess, kind of scatter over a blouse, a jacket, or what have you. It is in working order. You're right. They do get mad and have at you're exactly right, Tammy. You are exactly right. So this is a really cute little beetle. So he's got all of his like little rhinestones and little rhinestone eyes. And just a cute little guy. So this one is. Let's see if I can find this one. I went through and I had my note. I had a lot going on today, so when I was trying to type these out. So this one is also going to be. I'm gonna do this one also as a starting bid. At 10. If there's any interest on this little guy. I'm trying to write these things out as I go. But look at this little guy. He's so cute. And he's got quite a good little bit of detail in him. But a cute little scatter brooch. Love the rhinestones. He's got little feet. And there's the back. He's unmarked. And I say that. I remember this looks like a little mark right there. Let's see what the loop says, if I can see. Where did it go? That's just crazy. There it is. Yeah, I can't tell if that's a maker's mark or not. It may not be a maker's mark. Just part of the metal. But cute little guy. If there's any interest on this one, and like I said, this one is a starting bid of 10. And the next one is a Damascene fly. Now I guess what is it? Damascene is out of Toledo, Spain. And this one, I guess they call it mid-century. It is definitely an older brooch, and you'll be able to see by the back of it. Yep, yeah. His name is Tater, and he's about 8 pounds too. Why is it the little dogs are the ones that make the biggest messes? Or at least in this family, that's the way it seems to go. This one, where is the Damascene? All right, so Damascene fly brooch, 1940s. So this little guy does have some wear to them. If you look them up, I don't know. I guess the comps are anywhere from like 50 and up, 75. I know I saw one for about 75, but this one does have some wear to it. Just a little bit of the. It's a gold tone, and so you got a little bit of the gold tone wear on the leaves and the eyes and some of the just some of the outer edges. Right here is the clasp, the C clasp. So you can see it is an older brooch. Actually, I think I wrote down that this one was maybe from the 1940s. And so that would be about right with the C clasp. So, a really precious little brooch if there's any interest on this one. This one I'm going to do a start bid at 32 if there's any interest on this little guy. Really neat little vintage brooch, 1940s. Damascene, and from my understanding, these were made out of Toledo, Spain. So, but really cool little brooch, really neat little vintage guy. If there's any interest, oh, awesome! Thank you, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is in at 32. Really sweet little bee. If there's no other interest, I'm gonna count this one down. So going once, going twice, fair warning, and oh, is it marked? I don't see a maker's mark. I do not see a maker's mark on this one. So no, this is this one's unmarked. Unless if it's over on the pen. I don't see it on the pen either. Okay. Are you still good? I mean, it's up to you. Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to look. But yeah, I don't see one. Thought it might be on feet too. Yes, okay. Alright, sounds good. So I'm gonna count this one down. So going once, going twice, fair warning, and sold. Awesome. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you okay, you got it. You got it. It is a nice little piece. It is a sweet little guy. So thank you, thank you. All right, and then the other one that I've got is the Monet Ladybug. So now this guy is really pretty. He's very shiny. Now this one doesn't look like it has a whole lot of wear to it. Clasp is in working order. And it's signed Monet right down there. The back is like really pretty. Really clean. And then look at the sparkle on this. So you've got all the rhinestones are present and very shiny. That gold tone is in excellent condition. Really nice brooch. Really beautiful. And I mean, your red rhinestones and clear rhinestones, I mean, they just sparkle. They absolutely catch the light and they sparkle. And it's just so much prettier in person. It's like what I say all the time, though, but so much prettier in person than through the phone and through the video. Because the sparkles are, it is sparkling, but you should see it in person because you can really see like the red sparkles are like this bright red, and the clear sparkles are all these like prismatic rainbow type things. So really beautiful brooch. I love this one. This one is a starting bid at 15 if there's any interest on the Monet Ladybug. So I love this one. I think he's absolutely awesome. And again, this would make a really great pendant. This one is relatively large. Of course, obviously a great brooch. But he's a really neat piece. So thank you, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is in at 15. If there is any other interest, we're looking at 16 or above. But if not, we will count this one down. So going once, going twice, fair warning, and sold. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, thank you. Really cool, really beautiful brooch. Love the ladybug. And those are such great colors too. It's almost Christmas time, so those are perfect for Christmas time with the colors too. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Thank you, Elizabeth. All right. There you go. Okay, I got you. I will continue to be on the lookout. Any bugs in particular, or does it? I mean, I guess that includes butterflies, dragonflies, anything like that too, or is it more of your sort of off the wall bugs like spiders and beetles and bees and flies? I was trying to think if I've ever even had a grasshopper. I don't know if I've had a grasshopper yet. All right. All of them. Okay. All right. I will remember that. Very cool. Very, very cool. I'll have to go back through, but I think those were the main. I think that's all the ones that I could find right offhand. But I was going digging through. I didn't have a whole lot of time to source this week. And what I did source, it didn't come here. It didn't get in here today like it was supposed to. So it may be next week before my boxes come in. So yeah. I had to go digging through the stash. You would love it. If I ever find a grasshopper, I will definitely let you know. Definitely, definitely. All right. Let's see what else we have. So some other vintage things. So it's fall. It's still fall, even though Halloween is now um officially over with on the East Coast. Anyway, um, I do have a couple of really pretty leaf brooches. If there's any interest in these guys. And these are actually very, very similar. I don't know if they were actually supposed to be a set or what. But they are unsigned. So I'm going to show the brown one first. I've got a brown one and a green one. So it's kind of like that ombre look where you've got the dark going into the light. But this is a really beautiful like gold tone, and then you've got the brown or almost copper-esque enamel for the leaf. And then of course here's the back in working condition. Really pretty leaf brooch if there's any interest on this one. And this one is going to be, I've got everything over top of my keyboard. This one is going to be a starting bid at 10. If there's any interest on the leaf. I love these. I think these are really, really pretty. And then here's the green one, and I kind of had these kind of paired together. Like these would be fun to wear in a jacket or wear on something like falling leaves. So even though they're a little bit too big to be scatter brooches, I still kind of like them, positioned that way as scatter brooches. So then here's the green one, and the green one's the same. It's just the green, dark green or almost black going into lighter green. So that one's also 10. So each one of these is 10. If there's any interest on these. And again, I just think that they're great. They're both in working order. There's the back on both of them. And again, I just think that these are fun to kind of scatter. Okay, awesome. So Elizabeth is in on the green one. If there is any other interest, we're looking at 11 or above. But if not, I will count this one down. So going once, going twice, fair warning, and sold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is a really pretty leaf. It actually reminds me of Lord of the Rings, to be honest with you. But it is. It's a really, really pretty leaf. So thank you, thank you. And autumn, perfect for fall. All right. All right. Let's see what else we've got in this bag. All right. So these are a couple of neat little brooches. I know they would, wouldn't they? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, do some kind of bundle or something. All right, so these next two, one's newer, one's older. But these are two different poppy brooches. So the first one is the older one that I'm gonna show. Let's see here. Where is the? All right, so red enamel flower brooch poppy. Okay, so this is an older one. So really pretty flower enamel. Poppy, I guess. It does have some wear to the finish, but this is old or older. There's the back, and you can see where it's. Do you still call it Japan's when it's white? I can't remember. Um, but really neat brooch, flower brooch. If there's any interest on this one, still in working order. Clasp works great. It just has just a little bit of wear to the enamel, but really pretty brooch. And again, this is one that would be fun to do. I guess just about any of them, but some will look better as brooches, some look better as pendants. But really neat little brooch if there's any interest on this one. And this one is a starting bid at, well, I lost my chat. Starting bid at, nope, not 8 feet. 8. There we go. Yeah, it is. It's a really pretty pop of color. So this is the older one. I've got a newer one. But this is the older vintage one. So this one again, is a start bid at 8. If there's any interest on that one. It is. It's a really, really pretty pop of color. This next one is newer construction. And you can see the back. And very shiny. Here is the clasp in working order. And then there's the front. This is a little bit more pinker, like a pinker red. And then of course you've got the pink enamel in the middle. And then you got the pink rhinestones. Really, really, really pretty brooch. Again, this one's newer construction. But again, it's still a gorgeous little poppy. And still great for pop of color. Great to be worn as a pendant. So this one is going to be a start bid at 10 if there's any interest on this one. So love the brooch. I love the colors on the brooch. Then of course you got the rhinestones. But really neat piece if there's any interest on this one. And there's the back. Okay. All right. Thank y'all for looking at those. Let's see what else we've got. Guys, give me 1 second, please. Yeah, you're exactly right, Elizabeth. They are like Hawaiian flowers. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so I think I've got everything squared away now. It's busy in this household. Yeah, everything's fine. Skylar just had some questions and needed me to look at something for real quickly. We're all good. Thank you. um, this next brooch, this is a really cool brooch. I really actually don't know where it came from. But this is a nautilus shell. That I guess has been painted maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Um, but it's really, really cool. So here's the shell, and it does have the bar that's glued back here for the brooch. And gotta get your finger up underneath there, apparently. Alright, so it is in working order. It's just a little tricky. Gotta use that fingernail. But really cool brooch if there's any interest on this one. And this is what they call, I guess, a nautilus shell. Look how cool that is. It's a really, really neat brooch. So this one is a start and bid at 20. If there is any, well, 20 if I can do it. There we go. Start and bid at 20. If there's any interest on this guy. Really beautiful shell. It really is a neat piece. And this would, again, I've seen a lot of these actually on a strand of like pearls or mother pearl beads or even seed beads. Really neat brooch. And I love the shell part. And the iridescent. So really pretty. If there's any interest on that one. All right, here's a couple of my favorites. So this first one is, I guess you call it a starburst. And I don't think that this one is signed, but it is definitely reminiscent of Beau Jules. And unless the pen is signed and I can't see it. Yeah, it is a really cool shell. Um, and I love to see them on necklaces. I think they make a really great pendant. I don't see this one marked anywhere. And my Judy Lee is marked. I think this one is Beau Jules. It's just not marked. But this is a really incredible brooch. Hey Cheryl, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. This thing is very sparkly, very shiny, and absolutely gorgeous. So this one is called or looking this one up. Wait a minute. Okay, that's the Judy Lee. Where is the Starburst? Okay, here it is. Vintage Gold Tone Starburst. Possibly Beau Jules, brooch, amber, and cognac rhinestones. Absolutely exquisite. I love this. This one is going to be a start and bid. If I can do this right. Start and bid at 30. If there's any interest on this one. It is absolutely spectacular. I don't see any rhinestones missing. And you've got larger cognac rhinestone, then amber rhinestones, then cognac rhinestones, and then you've got like these amber colored baguettes, and then you've got the cognac spindles. I mean, it's just incredible. Here is the back. It is in working order. It's very reminiscent of Beau Jules. But it's not signed, or at least I can't see where there is a signature. You can see it's older. The clasp comes out, or the pin comes out a little bit past the clasp. It is perfect for fall. It's incredible though. And it is very, very sparkly. Very, very pretty if there's any interest on this one. And again, this would make a really cool. It is large. It's large and in charge. But look how pretty that is. And it catches the light perfectly. And it's so much prettier in person. Because it really shimmers in person. I want to say I yeah, it just shimmers. It would, Tammy. It would be absolutely beautiful as one. Look how pretty that is. Shoot, you could make this as a tree topper for a small tree. It is just absolutely exquisite. So that's there if there's any interest on that one. Now the next one, this one is Signs, and this one is the Judy Lee. And let me get my information out on this one. So like again, you've got your amber colored rhinestones, and then your cognac colored rhinestones, and then you've got this big old AB rhinestone right here. But you can see how absolutely beautiful it is. It is absolutely gorgeous. And again, this would make an amazing pendant. Think about that on a chain or a torque. Especially like a gold torque. Look how pretty that would be. You could easily get an enhancer. Here's the back. And you can see right here where it signs. I'll turn it upside down. So Judith Lee. Okay. So beautiful, beautiful brooch. Again, it is in working order. It's actually a little bit stiff, which is a good thing. All right. So gorgeous brooch. Absolutely beautiful. This one, yeah, this one is amazing. This one is gonna have a starting bid. I'm gonna do the starting bid at 48. If there's any interest on this one, it is stunning. It is absolutely beautiful. Um, I love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the rhinestones. Look how pretty the rhinestones are. You got the different colors, different dimensions, and the height on that thing. Okay. So beautiful, beautiful brooch. If there's any interest in that one. And all right. Thank you guys for viewing. Let's see what else we've got. Now, this next one is an older brooch. And I really could not find a whole lot on this one. It could use a little bit of cleaning up, but I am not very versed in this one. This is, I do feel like a check. It is a check. Oh, and we're missing one little rhinestone. Pooey pooey. Well, I can replace that rhinestone. I think I've got somewhere I can replace it. But you guys tell me. I could run it. And I can replace it. But this is, that's cute, honey. Okay. All right. So let me just show it first. So here's the rhinestone. It is the rhinestone, the brooch. Really beautiful brooch for all intents and purposes. This looks completely checked to me. You're not wearing PJs horseback riding, no, honey. No, ma'am. You need to have some jeans. Something a little bit. All right, Skylar. I'll talk to you about it later. Okay. All right, we'll talk about it in the morning. So this one. Let's see here. Where's what do I do with my little numbers here? And well, I guess it's mid-century. No, that's not. Here it is. Double flower check brooch. Okay. So this one I feel like is from the 1930s. But it is check. It's missing one little itsy bitsy rhinestone right there, which I can replace. But here is the back. It is in working order. But you can see where this has the backing of your typical check brooch. I didn't see like a maker's mark or, and it's not to say that it's not on here somewhere, because a lot of times that they'll put it in on the pin, I just don't see it. But the backing tells me it's check. But anyway, older, you got the pin coming out from the clasp. I'm gonna sell it as is, but I will send some different little rhinestones with it. If you want to replace it, or if you want me to replace it, you could just tell me what color you want me to put in there. It looks like it probably should be all right, so there's 3 reds, there's 2 pinks, there's maybe should be a blue. If I'm going by this one has 3 blues. This one looks like it should have 3 blues. So it's probably blue that is missing on that one. So, but anyway, you guys just tell me if somebody's interested in this one. Um, but anyway, because it's missing that one, I will mark this one down just a little bit, and do a starting bid at 36. If there's any interest on this one, but again, like I said, I do have a bag of Czech rhinestones, so I'll find some little itsy bitsy ones. And I can either replace it for you, or I can send you some different ones for you to choose from. And just take a little bit of the epoxy glue and stick it in there. But really pretty Czech brooch. This is an older brooch for sure. If there's any interest on that one. Okay. Thank y'all for looking. That one is there. Alright, so let's see what else do we have. Are we getting down just a little bit? Alright, so this is a really neat one. This is a cat brooch. And let's see here. So mid-century cat brooch with multi rhinestones, multicolored rhinestones. Look how cool he is. And big old red eyes. Here is the back. I didn't see a maker's mark on this one. It is in working order. But really cool cat brooch. And you can see all the different colored rhinestones. If there's any interest in this guy, this one is going to be a starting bid. Whoops. Starting bid at 10 if there's any interest on this guy. So, really cool cat. So, fun little guy if there's any interest on him. Okay. And then the next one that I've got on this one in this bag, this is a silver tone, and I call it a star flower. But it's entirely silver tone metal, or silver plated metal, and working order. But then you've got these beautiful blue rhinestones. This is a really, really pretty brooch, if there's any interest on this one. The blue rhinestones are really, really pretty. There you go. It's a good. Alright, so this one is going to be a start bid at 12 if there's any interest on this one. So this is the silver tone blue rhinestone. I call it sort of like a star flower. But beautiful flower brooch if there's any interest on this one. And again, there's the back. Alright, so he's there if there's any interest on that one. Alright, so this next one is signed Coro. And oh, that's right, I couldn't figure out the price on this one. Well, I'm gonna throw it out there and see if there's any interest in this one. This is a Cora brooch. This is a really nice vintage Cora brooch. You can see up here where it said Cora. When I looked this up and I tried to find the comps, they kept coming up Vermeil. that these were like gold plated sterling. But I could not find any information to that. And I did not test this. So I'm just going with a gold tone or probably gold plated coral brooch with beautiful red rhinestones. If there's any interest on this one I am going to do a start and bid. Um, I'll do a start and bid at 38 on this one. It's absolutely beautiful. That red, there's large red rhinestones. They're gorgeous. Look how beautiful that is. Look how pretty. I love the red. I'm really drawn to red. I love this. That's the reason why that was probably in my collection. And there's the pin. Comes out a little bit past the um clasp. So beautiful vintage brooch. Really, really nice brooch if there's any interest on this one. Alright. And then I am going to show this one, and then we have any other brooches. Oh, I do have these two. Okay. Alright, so the next ones are a little bit higher price point. Um, this next one, this is amazing. I almost hate to part with this one, but it really probably could go to a home that will appreciate it a little bit more. This is from Sander Company. The comps are up there on this. This is an absolute gorgeous brooch. All the rhinestones are there. You've got like a darker blue rhinestone flower here, and then you've got the lighter blue up here. It is absolutely spectacular. Back here is where it is signed Sander, and I might have to. All right, so the pen is in working order. Nice long pen, and right there is where it is signed. Now it's got a little bit of wear to it. It looks like it's got a little bit of wear, maybe a little bit of oxidation back here. Just a tiny bit in a couple places. But nothing to distract from the beauty of this brooch. It is absolutely gorgeous. And the comps are ridiculous on Sander, vintage Sander brooches. So I found one very similar to this one, and the comp was like $175. And then I found a yellow version, similar to this, not quite. And that one had 425 on it. Like, great day. I don't think I realized just how expensive Sander is. And somebody with a little bit more knowledge of vintage jewelry might be able to shed a little bit of light on that. But it's just, this is incredible. Really beautiful brooch if there's any interest on this one. I'm just gonna do this one to start and bid at 100. I know that's a higher price point, but apparently that's I guess a pretty good price for Sander. So but it's absolutely exquisite. This one's been in my collection for a few years. Um and I got it because I love the rhinestones. I didn't realize I'm not very versed with Sander as I am some others. Um but beautiful, beautiful brooch if there is any interest in this one. Okay. If not, I will set that one down. So I know I love it too. It's incredible. Tammy, like I need to look up and research Sander a little bit more. I was trying to do this while we were trick and treating tonight, so I didn't really get to research as much as I wanted to. But the detail in it is phenomenal. And then the rhinestones and how they have the prongs is really neat. It's just a really neat brooch. Very detailed. It is absolutely stunning. I just did not know the price points for Sander. That kind of floored me. Um, so it's yeah. All right, so these next two, these are a couple of my favorites. Again, these are from my collection, but um, this next one is a Juliana, and it is definitely a verified Juliana piece. It is absolutely beautiful. So this is the one with the green rhinestone stem. This little guy right here is uranium glass. Then you've got the blue and green marquise stones. And then you got like the little magenta stones. And then you got the coiling on the stems, which is typical of Juliana. And then here's the back. It is a working order, has the pin stop. And I don't remember what the reference number is, but this is in the Juliana database. It is a verified Juliana piece. The clasp is actually a little tight, which is probably a good thing. This is absolutely beautiful, beautiful Juliana. Or it's from D&E Juliana line. I just call it just Juliana, but anyway. So this one is going to be a starting bid at 40. If there's any interest on this one. Absolutely gorgeous. Really, really beautiful. And the blue is gorgeous. And I love the blue with the magenta. And then you got the green. It's a really pretty brooch. And again, would also, I always say that these things would make great pendants. But they really would. Or this would actually be really nice. Like cuffed on a collar and kind of hugging just the way it would sit and hug your face. If that makes sense. But anyway, really pretty piece. Beautiful Juliana. If there's any interest in this one, I love the colors. All right, and then this other brooch. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous brooch. Now, this one kind of floored me for a while. Because when you look this one up and you go find your comps, it comes up that this one is Shriner. Immediately when you bring it up, probably the very first listing that you're going to see is saying that this thing is a Shriner brooch. And so, if you know anything about Shriner, as soon as you attach a name, the value goes up exponentially. I mean, $400 brooch, something like that. This is from everything I can find out. I don't care what Google says. I do not think this is a Shriner brooch. It does have some of the attributes of Shriner, but it also has the attributes of an Austrian brooch. And I have not been able to find any kind of comp that is going to or any other like database or book or anything else that actually says that this is a Juliana brooch. I mean, not Juliana, but Shriner brooch. However, it is just amazing. So this is a Japan's brooch. It's probably Austrian, but it's got the Rivolis. So you've got beautiful sort of like pinkish purple and magenta color stones. And then sort of like a lime green stone. It is absolutely beautiful. It is domed and does have the Rivolis. But that's about the only thing that I think makes it. I don't know. Somebody else said because it's got the cross to it, might be a Shriner. But I don't think it is. I think this is probably Austrian. It is absolutely gorgeous though. And if I'm wrong, then happy birthday. um, but it really is a really nice brooch. It is in working order. Now this clasp has been bent just a little bit. So you can see when it opens, it kind of opens down shaft, but it still works. It's still in working order. So really gorgeous brooch. If there's any interest in this one, let's see here. What did I have this one as? Um, I'm not used to going by lists. Okay, so this one I'm going to do a starting bid. Um, I'm gonna do this one a starting bid at 42. If there's any interest on this one, it is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful brooch. And you've got the black Rivolis in there too, with the purples and the greens. Really lovely. If there's any interest on this one, because that seemed to be a thing for Shriner, is the Rivoli stones and then domed, and it doesn't have a pin stop. And oh, that's right, and this one does. Maybe that's how we knew. Okay, so this one does have a pin stop, and Shriner never did use a pin stop. So that was another reason why I knew that this one was not Shriner, but probably Austrian. But anyway, thank you guys for looking. That's I think that does it on the brooches. So, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing all right and having a great Halloween. Um, so we will switch gears a little bit and do we'll go to some vintage necklaces or some of the other vintage items and some of the other different things for tonight. Um, yeah, I got you. No, I understand. I got you. Um, but I appreciate you guys looking and but yeah, if there's any other requests, I can bring out the next things. We'll do some necklaces. So and copper and sterling. So I picked up a gorgeous torque from Christie, Ladies Who Loop. Absolutely beautiful. It is stunning. It is copper, all hammered copper, and it's such a great length. It's the perfect length. But my neck is short and chunky, and so while the torque was in perfect length, it was just a little too snug. So I am going to put it back up for sale. It's my bad. I should have. I wanted to test it though because I really wanted the torque. But it's okay. That's how it goes sometimes. So it is up for sale. So I will show you the torque as soon as I put up some of these guys, and then I'll show some vintage necklaces. I don't know if anybody's interested in Miriam Haskell, but I do have a really pretty cool Miriam Haskell necklace and a wedding cake necklace. Oh, I hadn't shown the Avon yet. Let me set that out. And a pretty little Avon necklace that would be great for Christmas because it's a pretty little green necklace. I just wanted to put these up. Oh, and I have some really cool Swarovski earrings too, if anybody likes Swarovski like I do. And then we've got still some sterling and still some copper and a little bit of rosemary G and got all kinds of different things. But thank you guys for looking at the brooches. I hadn't done brooches in a while, so I wanted to bring out some brooches. So yeah. Alright. Let's see. Copper, I'll show the copper first. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this, guys. This is a really cool copper necklace. Torque. Um, Let me get the little tag off of here. Maybe. Well, I might have to do that here in a little bit. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Elizabeth, and I'll keep an eye out for some more. Anyway, the tag is Christie's tag because I just bought it from her. Look how amazing this torque is. Is this not the coolest torque? It is absolutely gorgeous. Copper torque. It is tested copper, or at least magnet tested. There's the hammered look. It is absolutely gorgeous. The length is great. Now it has, oh poo. Where is my, why can I find everything else but my, I got my ring one. It's gorgeous, Elizabeth. It is. And I can't for the life of me remember how long she said it was. It's at least 20 inches, if not 22 inches. Because it's a perfect length for me. Why does everything disappear? I don't even have half of one. Alright, well, I'm not entirely sure where my little tape measure is. But it really is a beautiful torque. If there's any interest on this one, there it is. There it is. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Welcome in, Elizabeth. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, I appreciate that. Whoa. All right. Yes, happy Halloween. Oh, you can't wear. Oh, I'm sorry, Elizabeth. I love copper. I love it. I love it. Um. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Halloween. All right. So, let's see. The length, the drop on this one. Um. It says approximately 12 inches, but it's longer than that because I can actually. I mean, I can get it on. It's just the width. Um. At the smallest point is like 4 inches. At the most point is about 4.5 inches. Let me see if I can just get a total length here. Let's see. Let me see if I can do this. No, you are all good. You are all good. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. I know. I'm sorry. I don't usually come on Friday nights. But Colette and Christy and the others, um, Colette was not able to come on tonight. So since tomorrow, I'm not going to be on tomorrow because it is my daughter's birthday and we've got a lot of stuff planned. So I will not be on tomorrow. So I wanted to either come on tonight or come on Sunday. And it just so happened that tonight kind of worked out. So I'm going to say this torque is roughly 18, yeah, I'd say roughly 18 inches. It's a little hard to measure. Is Jason in? Hey, Jason. Hey, Lady A, welcome in. I am so excited to see you here. Welcome in. Hey, Jason, welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you do happen to catch anything on replay, if there's anything that you guys are interested in, let me know. I just went through a lot of different brooches, some older brooches from Sander, Austrian, Coro, Juliana, Bojewels, um, somebody else, Judy Lee. So if there's anything that you see in replay that you would like for me to run again, just let me know. But so excited to see you guys here. Thank y'all so much for being here. So gorgeous torque. Like I said, I got this one from Christy. And I absolutely love it. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful. And the hammered, coppered, I love it. It doesn't work for me. This was supposed to be me, not for reselling. but it didn't quite work for me. So I'm putting it back up for sale. If there's any interest on this one, I say roughly 18 inches. So starting bid on this one is going to be um, at cost. So 65 if there's any interest on this one. And so this is at cost. But just thought I would share if there was somebody else that may be interested in this because I love it. It is beautiful. There's my little tag. And then here's how it clasps too. Just so you know. So like when you go to put it on, like you put it on kind of like that, twist it a little bit and then put it on. And then it clasps in the back. It is absolutely beautiful. This is a really stunning copper torque. Really, really pretty. If there is any interest in that one, really nice width to it. Um, Gorgeous. If there's any interest. So, okay. All right. So thank you guys for looking. It is really, really pretty. So awesome, awesome. How's everybody doing? So happy Halloween. All right. How's it going, Jason? Thank you for being here. I love you. Thank you for coming in. So awesome. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here with me this evening. Trick or treats. Yes, we did the trick or treating. We did that. So had a good time. It really made it feel like fall now. Now it really feels like fall. Like if it didn't feel like fall before, it feels like fall now. Alright, so a couple of the necklaces. Alright, so this first one is going to be, now this is vintage. And it probably could be wiped through just a little bit more, which I need to do. I need to go through and clean this. I apologize, I have not cleaned this. But this is a vintage Miriam Haskell necklace. And you can see right here where it is signed, Miriam Haskell. And then there's the clasp. And this is her, like, white beaded necklace. If there's any interest on this one. And the beads could use a good wipe through, which I will do before sending it for sure. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful necklace. And that is how it would hang. So it's graduating from smaller to big. And I'm just going to get a drop on it. Just to give you an idea. So the drop on this one is going to be about 14 inches. So you're looking at right at 28 inches long. You have a little bit of yellowing to the beads up here. But some of that I will probably be able to be wiped off. I will go through and clean this good. But beautiful necklace. If there's any interest, and I apologize for not doing it before now. But Halloween called. We had to go trick-or-treating. So gorgeous necklace. If there's any interest in this one. Vintage Miriam Haskell. So this one I'm going to do a starting bid at 85. If there's any interest on this one. This is the white plastic beaded necklace, multi-beaded, very bubbly, great for Christmas, to be honest with you. Like this would be really fun, like a little snowball necklace. That's what that reminds me of, is a snowball necklace. But beautiful necklace, signed Miriam Haskell. If there's any interest in that one, great vintage piece. All right, thank y'all for looking. All right, so then the next one is going to be the Murano glass wedding cake necklace. Now this one's gorgeous. Again, this one's out of my collection too. This one has a barrel clasp. There's the barrel clasp. Let me get a length on it. This one's also great for fall. Beautiful champagne and amber colors. So approximately 26 inches long, maybe. Approximately 26 inches. But this is gorgeous. I love the wedding cake beads. Okay. So, um, anyway, so what is it? Murano glass wedding cake beads, something like that. So you've got the little caps, and then they're hand knotted in between, but beautiful frosted glass. And then you've got these gorgeous wedding cake beads. Look how beautiful that is. They're hand knotted. Look how pretty. These are just absolutely amazing. This is such a gorgeous necklace. Really great vintage piece. And then you come down and you've got the bottom focal point for the wedding glass. So what I say, this was about 26 inches. Look how beautiful that is. Absolutely gorgeous Murano glass wedding cake necklace. So I feel like this is, I mean, such a gorgeous piece. This one I am going to do starting bid at 65. If there's any interest on this, it is absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful vintage piece. Really great condition. Hand knotted. Murano glass. And of course, they've got the little caps too. Gold tone caps. Gorgeous, gorgeous necklace. If there's any interest in this one, it is a really pretty piece. A really stunning piece. Um, Gotta love those wedding cake beads. Look how pretty that is. Okay. So that's there if there's any interest on that one. Okay. If not, we will pass. But thank you all so much for looking. And let's see what else we've got. Alright, so this is another vintage necklace. And this one is a little bit more this one's also, I guess, Murano glass or Millefiori. But this one's a little bit different. So you've got some that are glass and then some that are ceramic. And then you've got like this gold tone vintage like chain. But does have some wear to the gold tone finish. You can see where some of them are coming off a little bit more silver tone. Vintage barrel clasp. Okay. But there's your like little Millefiori beads. Then you've got your ceramic beads and then glass ones, ceramic. Really cool necklace. Really great vintage necklace. And I'll get a length on that one here in a minute. But that is, how it hangs. And the drop on this one. So this one is approximately 32 inches. So it's a 16-inch drop, so 32 inches long. Really beautiful necklace. Like I said, it just does have some wear to the links. But the beads are beautiful. So Murano glass, Millefiori beads, and then you got the ceramic ones. So this one is going to be a start bid at 25. If there's any interest on this one. And so you can kind of see more of it up close of the beads. But this one is a start bid at 25. Really cool vintage necklace if there's any interest in that. Okay. Alright, if not, we will pass. And let's see here. And then the next little vintage necklace. I just like this one because I love love how sweet this one is, but it's very regal at the same time. It's on a gold tone chain with a spring clasp. It is marked Avon on the back. I'm gonna get a measurement here. So the chain is approximately 22 inches long. So here is the gold tone chain. But then it comes down to the sweet little pendant. And so you've got emerald colored glass with little faux pearls around it. Just a very sweet, very regal little necklace. It is signed Avon on the back. And I just love this. I just think it's really, really sweet. And you could always put it on a smaller chain if you wanted to. I kind of feel like I would like this on a smaller chain to come up a little bit more on the neck. But look how pretty that is. It's great for Christmas too. Great little accent, little green accent. So I think that's a really precious little necklace. And this one I'm just going to do a start bid at 15. If anybody's interested on this one. Great little piece. If there's any interest in that, I just think it's precious. A really pretty little custom piece. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for looking. All right. All right. So let's see what else we've got here. Any requests for anything? What did you just do?
I know how to make these. Look.
Huh? All right. So the next thing I'm going to show, these are absolutely gorgeous earrings. These are little Swarovski earrings. I've got 3 different pairs. So I don't know exactly how to do this, but anyway, we'll just start off with the first pair. So these are signed Swarovski on the back. You got the little swan. So these are gold tone earrings. And let's put these in a little stand. So the first one is just going to be the Swarovski crystal and then a faux pearl dangle. These are absolutely beautiful, beautiful earrings. See if there's any interest in these.
Another one?
They are absolutely gorgeous. So here is this set, this pair. And you can see you've got the beautiful crystal. And these really catch the light beautifully in person. And you can sort of see it a little bit there about how they catch the light. And they sparkle. So much prettier in person. And then you've got the little faux pearls. So this is going to be a start bid of 25 if there's any interest in this pair. Absolutely beautiful. I love Swarovski anyway. Especially Swarovski just crystal. But anyway, I love it. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Very classic design. Could really go with anything. Okay. So that's one pair. And then the other pair, also shepherd hook. These also are signed with the swan. You can see down there at the bottom. And it's the back. And then these are just double crystal. So you've got the round crystal up top and then the diamond shaped crystal at the bottom. Look how absolutely beautiful. And they do catch the light beautifully and just absolutely sparkle. These are gorgeous earrings. Absolutely gorgeous. So these are also a starting bid at 25 if there's any interest in these. Beautiful, beautiful earrings. If there's any interest in these. I love Swarovski. I love how they sparkle. They sparkle. Beautiful, beautiful earrings. All right, so then the last pair, these are little Swarovski rhinestone earrings. They do come with backs. And I'm going to show you the back of the heart where you can see, again, the swan. But these are little post earrings. I'm going to put these on the little stand too so y'all can see them. If I try to show them not on the stand, they're going to fall everywhere. But these are precious. These are little bows with little heart dangles with all kinds of crystal rhinestones. Swarovski crystal rhinestones. Absolutely beautiful. And again, these sparkle and shine. They are absolutely beautiful. These I'll bring these down and do a starting bid at 20. If there's any interest on the posts. But they are absolutely sparkly and very, very pretty. These are great for really any occasion. But these would be fun for Christmas too, if there's any interest on these. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful earrings. Okay. Alright, so those are there. So those are the three different pairs of Swarovski earrings that I've got. So if there's any interest in any of those, just let me know. But they are absolutely gorgeous. And always open for offers too. Yeah, they are. They are really pretty. Um, but I love those. I think that was just such a neat little collection of Swarovski earrings. They are beautiful. All right. So let's see. All right. Was that it with the? Is there anything that you guys are interested in, or anything that you guys want me to bring out? I can do next. I can do sterling. I can do gemstones. I can do crystals. I can do rosemary G. You guys tell me if there's anything that you guys would like to see sooner rather than later, or anything like that. You guys tell me which way you want me to go. Let me know something that you guys might want to see while I eat a piece of candy. Let's see. Alright, let me throw this up here. Alright, so I'm going to throw this up here and you guys let me know if there's anything that you guys want me to run. But these are the sterling silver rings. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, alright, I'll do that before I do this. Okay. Alright. So I don't have a whole lot new in. My new was supposed to have been here today. My new did not show up today. So, but I will show you what I have. And we will go from there. So, let's see. I do have some really pretty earrings. So, this one's already set up for me. So, I'm just going to go and show these first. These are the Rosemary G earrings. These are posts with the lever back. Absolutely beautiful earrings. So brass and golds, either gold plated or gold filled accents. And then you've got black quartz or black onyx, hematite, and then reconstituted amber. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful earrings. And let's see here. I'm just going to do these as a starting bid at 48. If there's any interest in these earrings, I think I had 50 on them, but I'm bringing them down just a little bit. They are absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning. If there's any interest on these, um, really great, and they're so much rosemary G. Here's a little Saks tag. These retail for $100, but they go really awesome with any of her black onyx or black quartz pieces. I cannot get a hold of that thing. Oh, okay. It just has the stock numbers and everything on it. But beautiful earrings if there's any interest in those. She does have several pieces that have like reconstituted amber or African amber, and those would look phenomenal with that. So there's that pair. I'm probably going to want this. So let me see here. Let's do it this way. I'm going to move over my little, excuse me, Swarovski earrings. Let me move those over. All right, so I got all kinds of amazing things. So these next ones, these are the let me find my little tag here. Find all my different lists. Okay. So I think these are all right, so these are I think the gold plated or gold filled earrings with the moon onyx, maybe. Either moon onyx or lemon onyx, something like that. Absolutely gorgeous. I love these earrings. These are post backs. But beautiful gold plated, and then you've got the golds filigree, and then you've got these beautiful, just luscious gemstones. I adore these. I absolutely love them. I love the gemstones, and I'm gonna tell you, and I think Christy, will probably agree. Um, but there are, it is so hard to find gemstones that match the quality of her gemstones. I mean, it's a tough job, because I've been trying to find some gemstones to help, fill in a few pieces of jewelry or fix up a few pieces of jewelry, Rosemary G jewelry, and I can't. It is so hard to find gemstones of the same quality. I mean, it's it's difficult. So these have got a starting bid at 42. If there's any interest on these, I love these. I love the gemstone. These are just absolutely incredible. So beautiful, beautiful earrings. These are starting bid at 42. If there's any interest in these. Okay. So those are there if there's any interest. And then these are really fun pair. I love these. I love her cloisonne anyway. But here, this one still has the Saks tag. It's just a stock tag, but it did retail for 100. But you've got your probably black agate or black onyx. But then look at the cloisonne beads. Look how absolutely gorgeous that is. And then you've got this gold tone tassel. But her cloisonne beads are just incredible. I know I've got some cloisonne beads coming in, so I can maybe do some fun things with her, with some of her findings. But absolutely gorgeous earrings. If there's any interest on these are also going to be a start bid at 42. Beautiful, beautiful earrings. These are shepherd hooks. These look phenomenal with any of her cloisonne pieces too. But gorgeous earrings. I love, love, love. Um, I love these earrings. I think they're gorgeous. I started to keep these. I really did. I started to keep those. All right. Next one. Now this is Rosemary G with some of the wedding cake beads. But these are the hand blown glass, fossil, agates, maybe a little bit of rose quartz. But these are gorgeous earrings. Here are these. These are also posts. And so again, your gold plated earrings. Then you've got the rose quartz, fossil agate, and then the hand blown glass. And these with the wedding cake designs on them. Absolutely gorgeous earrings. Beautiful, beautiful. These also a starting bid at 42 if there's any interest in these. I think these are incredible. And I love the hand blown glass. So, absolutely beautiful earrings. If there's any interest in these. Okay. And got a few more pairs of earrings. Now these I pay just a little bit up for. So I can't go too low on these, and I apologize because I did pay up for them because they are all the different gemstones. But this one retailed for 100 in the store. I started not to sell these. But retailed for 100 in Saks Fifth Avenue. And these are your shepherd hooks. And then you've got all your different gemstones. So you've got malachite, amethyst, red jasper, sodalite, and then black quartz or black agate or onyx. Absolutely gorgeous earrings. I love these. I love the fact that they have all the different gemstones in it. Um, Beautiful, beautiful earrings. And I apologize. These are a little bit more because I did pay up for them because I was going to keep these. Um, but ended up deciding to sell them if anybody's interested. So they are absolutely gorgeous. So these are starting bid at 55. Absolutely beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful. With the different gemstones. So my hair gets tangled in them. I have long spindly hair. So they get tangled real easy. But absolutely gorgeous. And these would look phenomenal with just about any of her necklaces. Because you got all the different gemstones. So beautiful, beautiful. If there's any interest in those. And let's see what else do we have. This is another set of earrings. Now I can go down a little bit on these. How long are these? Okay, let me see. The middle one is the longest one. Let's see. So going from the top of the shepherd's hook all the way down. So I'm going to say just a little bit over, maybe just a hair over 4 inches. Maybe like 4 inches and 1/8. It's just a hair over 4 inches. So I'd say approximately 4 inches on these. So really beautiful. And that's coming from the top here to the bottom of this one. Approximately 4 inches. Let's see if I can hold it. You can see we're just a little bit past it. Make sure I got this lined up right. So you can see we're just a little bit past it. Let me see. I will try it and see. Hard to do this without a mirror. No, no, it does not hit my shoulders, and I have a short, thick neck. So no, it does not hit my shoulders. Well, no, it doesn't though. It's out like my ears. It hits my necklace, but it doesn't hit my shoulder. Comes out a little bit because it come out a little bit. No, they work great for me. Like I said, now they hit my necklace. Um, but I have on a really big chunky, real big chunky necklace. If I didn't have on the chunky, it would work okay. I guess if I turn my neck, it hits my shoulder a little bit. It's hard to tell because I got the necklace on. Yeah, they're a little long, but if I'm wearing it just straight ahead, it doesn't hit my shoulder. When I start to move, it hits my necklace. And then if I turn my head all the way around, it does hit my shoulder a little bit. But it just depends. So yeah, they are a little lengthy. At 4 inches. But I also have a short, thick neck too. So um, I may not be exactly the best example. So it's just my hair gets like it doesn't bother me. It's just my hair gets tangled in them. Except that it is hitting my necklace, but I've got on a real big chunker. So we're talking about probably 16 to 18 millimeter beads. Okay, all right, definitely. Just let me know. They're absolutely gorgeous. Um, so these next ones, and these are a little bit smaller. Now these are posts, and look how pretty the sparkles are on these. So these are just crystal, rhinestone earrings, paisley design, with the little pearls. These retailed for 50 at Saks Fifth Avenue. These are just really beautiful earrings. These are very fancy, very elegant earrings. These I can do a starting bid at 38 if there's any interest in these. Absolutely beautiful. I love these. I think these are pretty. And they're very, very sparkly. I love the sparkles. I could just watch them sparkle. So those are there if there's any interest in those. And then the next post earrings, I don't have a tag for these either. But these are really neat earrings. Also, these are posts, and I tell you what, let me get a measurement on these. So these aren't, but like maybe a little bit over 3 inches. But again, beautiful gold plated. And then you come down and you've got like this really pretty rose quartz. You've got like a little crystal, and then the rose quartz carved swirls. Really beautiful post earrings. There's the back. So these are really neat too. These I think I did a start bid at 40. If there's any interest on these. So I love these. I love the rose quartz. They're really, really, really pretty. So if there's any interest on these, those are starting bid at 40. And then I think this might be the last pair of earrings that I have in here. All right, so then the last pair of earrings. I love these. I think these are incredible. Again, gold plated. You've got the little lemon jade scarab with the little dangles. These are posts. Here is your information. So, yellow jade scarab retailed 100. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful earrings. I love these. I think these are phenomenal. And of course, the little scarabs do have like the little writing on the back. Beautifully carved earrings. If there's any interest in these are starting bid at 42. If there's any interest on these. I love the scarabs. I love the yellow jade. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Um, but I love the scarabs. The scarabs are so cool. These are just really neat earrings. I just think they're phenomenal. And I love the little dangles. Okay. So those are there if there's any interest in those. Now, the other things that I have available, I do have a couple more necklaces. I do have a couple of necklaces available. I've got another one coming in. I just don't know that it'll be here in time for Monday and maybe next week. Um, but this bracelet, this is one of the bangles. So it's 24 karat gold plated over sterling. This one comes to 8.5 on the mandrel. Now this is going to be one of the two. I'm waiting for one more bracelet. The other bracelet coming in is for a smaller wrist. This one is for a larger wrist. This one is for 8.5, size 8.5 wrist. This fits on my wrist. Started to keep this one, but first I'll see if there's anybody that's interested in this. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, you can see the detail on this, how cool it is, and then the design on the work. And again, it is 24 karat gold plates over sterling. The only place you can see a little bit of wear is just right here. And I don't know if it's just from age or just from sitting in a box for a while. But really phenomenal bangle. If there's any interest on this one, and this I'm doing a starting bid at 95. If there's any interest on this one, it is 24 karat gold plate over sterling, rosemary G, and then like I said, it actually does fit my wrist. So that's what that looks like on, and I wear 7 1/4. It's hard for me to find things to fit over my hand too. Beautiful, beautiful bangle. I love this. I think it's incredible. Um, and it is shiny. It's just a really pretty bangle. So that's there if there's any interest on that one. Now, as far as necklaces go, the first one I'll show is this one. This one I think I said was 20 inches. And I'm gonna bring. I can't remember if I brought this one down. I'm already right there at cost on these. Let's see here. What did I have on this one? All right, so this one. Okay, so I did already brought it down. Okay. So this one is the 20-inch carnelian and brick quartz with the gold plated accents. And then you come down, you've got this really cool brass piece. Gorgeous necklace. Great combination of materials. It's got the roto tag, but it is blank. And then you do have the Saks Fifth Avenue tag, but has brass disc carnelian. So this did retail for 190 in Saks Fifth Avenue. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on the bus so you guys can see this one. It is absolutely beautiful. Now the brass does have some oxidation to it. This is vintage. And could use a good buffering. I'm not very skilled with that, so and I like the patina. I like the age to it. Because it is an older piece, obviously. I mean, it's what, 40 years old, something like that, approximately. So beautiful necklace. If there's any interest on that one, again, the gemstones. You cannot beat her gemstones. You really can't. So starting bid on this one is 78. And again, I love this one. I love the gemstones. Beautiful carnelian. And then the brick quartz. I mean, they're just incredible stones. I love the stones on this. So if there's any interest on this one, that one is 78. And then the last one I have for tonight. This one is 40 inches. This is also the brick quartz. This one has, and that one does have a spring clasp. You can easily get an extension. Um, uh, for that necklace. This one also has a spring clasp and brick quartz. And then you come down and you've got these brass pieces. Then you've got some carnelian and then tiger's eye and these beautiful moss. They look like moss agate or green agate gemstones. And it comes down. This is one of those that's great to wrap. And you can easily do 2 layers. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's the roto tag. Brick quartz, multi agate, carnelian, and tiger's eye. Absolutely beautiful necklace. I love this one. This is one of my favorites. One of these days, if it doesn't sell, it will stay with me. So, all right. So let me show you. Oops. Let's not drop it. All right. So anyway, just put it on there double. But you can lengthen it and shorten it a little bit. But I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So this one, do a starting bid at 88 if there's any interest on that one. All right. So thank you guys so much for viewing. That is my rosemary stash right now. If there is any interest in anything, just let me know. But I can definitely, just let me know if there's anything. And I'm keep trying to find some more. I'm always looking for a good deal on Rosemary G. Unfortunately, my original source, they kind of went up in price, so they kind of knocked me out of the reselling part. I still purchase maybe for me, but the reselling part, it kind of, because I like to bring you guys a good, try to bring good prices and good deals, and um, but anyway, I've got to get the good deal first. Hey, Roberta, welcome in. Welcome in. All right, so that's Rosemary G. Is there anything that you guys would like for me to go over or go through with those? Or see again or show again? Just let me know. I'll go ahead and pack some of these up. But if there is any interest or like for me to show something again, I'd be more than happy to do it. These are beautiful pieces. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright. So I'll keep all of these stored in bubble wrap. So I'm gonna wrap these up real quickly. No, I didn't see it. I am so sorry. Where is it? On the last one? I'm sorry, Cheryl. No, I did not. Okay, I'm in top chat. Top chat. Okay, okay, okay. I got you. I got you. Got you. Got you. Okay, I see it. You got it, Cheryl. Oh my goodness gracious! I am so sorry, dear. No, I did not see it. I was apparently in top chat instead of the live chat. I always try to remember to change that, but I forgot to. So I'm gonna mark you sold. So thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you said something. It's beautiful, Cheryl. Thank you. Oh, you'll love it, and you'll love that agate in there. Ooh, I'm excited. You'll love that, Cheryl. All right, I am gonna get you wrapped up on that one. Thank you again. I apologize. I need to watch that chat. I need to try to remember to always change that. I know some other sellers get caught with that too. Um, all right, brick quartz and agate. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is a beautiful piece. Okay, but like I said, I'm always trying to get some more too. I know they are. I know. I don't know. They are. They are absolutely beautiful. This is the one. I'll show you guys the one I'm wearing tonight. I'm not gonna show. I'm not gonna turn the thing around because I'm a hot mess right now. But let me see if I can. Got it on an extender. So I got one of Christie's extenders, and she did a great job uh, picking out extenders for Rosemary G. Because these are very, very strong extenders, and long extenders. So this, I think, probably added like 4 or 5, maybe 6 inches to this. But this is the Rosemary G I just got from Christy. Absolutely beautiful. Mother of pearl mosaic. Rose quartz, and then some kind of maybe cherry blossom agate. Some kind of agate stone. And then of course I got the extender from her too. But these extenders really do make, just FYI. And I probably ought to look and trying to get some more extenders to bring to you guys. But the extenders for these short chunky things, these extenders are like gold. Um, because that means I can wear the chunky monkeys with the extender. And I love the chunkies. I know I love Rosemary G. So this is a really nice, yeah. I mean, her gemstones are just, they're top notch. They really are. Um, Even trying, like I said earlier, like even trying to find gemstones, and different things to kind of help like repair or fill in, some of her like broken, or repair pieces, salvage pieces. It's hard to find gemstones that are of her same quality. I could go J King, but then I'm gonna hurt a J King to repair Rosemary G. So not really, I'm not really wanting to do that. But all right, let's see. Let me get these put up real quickly. And then if anybody is interested in any of the earrings, just let me know. Um, Earrings are phenomenal too. I love the earrings. They're so different though too. Get all kinds of different. These are gorgeous. I love the gemstones on those. Those are some of my favorites. Alright, keep Swarovski separates. Alright. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for looking. Alright, so the next thing I guess I'm going to bring out, I'm going to go ahead and show the sterling rings, and then see if anybody's interested in any of the sterling. And let's see. So what do I do with that? Alright, so here's a lot of the sterling rings that I still have. They vary in sizes, but if there's anything that you guys would like for me to bring out, I can. So let's see. Trying to figure out the best way to do this. I don't want it to wash out. Um, so we've got a lot of different stones. We've got sterling. These are all sterling. So topaz, marcasite. This is a Taxco ring. Celtic knot, CZ's, but beautiful band. It's a This is actually really pretty. And you can see the double rows of CZ's, and then of course the middle silver row. But marcasite, just sterling silver sort of rope, amethyst, little CZ's. Think that's turquoise and turquoise, lapis, freshwater pearl, CZ, mother pearl, um, freshwater pearl, garnet. Not sure about this one. Malachite, abalone, ruby, natural ruby, storyteller, a little butterfly, marcasite, just some different sterling rings. Up here is a gorgeous smoky quartz. CZ. I think this one ended up being glass. CZ. A couple of onyx pieces. Peridot. Red glass. Pink glass. Lab created sapphire. So absolutely gorgeous rings. If there's any interest in these, let me see if I can just zoom in a little bit. Maybe that'll help some. Okay. So there are the rings. If there's any interest, just let me know. Row and number, and I could definitely run the sizes and the price and everything. Sizes vary. Um, Anywhere from like the smallest. I think there's one up there that might be like 3.5, and all the way up to like size. I think this one's size 12. Um, but there are some eights and nines, some sevens, some sixes. Um, this one's adjustable. This one's really pretty with the lapis and then the marcasite. It's a really pretty ring. These are really pretty rings. If there's any interest in any of these, I love this one. I think that is absolutely phenomenal. This one's a little bit closer to my size. Look how pretty that is on. All right. This is a little teeny one. But the malachite stone is absolutely gorgeous. And it doesn't really fit on my pinky, but it makes a great midi ring. For me, anyway. If there's any interest in that, something like that. This is a really beautiful sterling silver smoky quartz ring. That smoky quartz is gorgeous. Look how pretty that is. Beautiful, beautiful stone and beautiful silver work. So I'm just going through and showing some of my favorites. This is actually really pretty. Really pretty little peridot ring. Oh, it needs to be cleaned. It needs to be. See if that helped any. There we go. Okay. This is a neat storyteller. This one has like the bulls, a bull, and what do you call them, matadors, something like that. Really neat storyteller ring. Can hear my family upstairs watching horror movies. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. This is precious. And then with the little CZ, the little marcasites, and then the CZ in the middle. So anyway, all right. So I'll stop. But if there is any interest on any of the rings, just let me know. They are here. Let me just show this one too real quickly. This is a gorgeous natural ruby. And I can always do this under the black light. But you can already tell how pretty that ruby is. And it is really beautiful under the black light. It glows. You don't even have to have it all the way on and it starts glowing. So beautiful natural ruby. And this was a really pretty CZ one. And then you got the little baguettes on the side. All right. So thank you guys for looking. We'll pass on these. All right. Let's see. Another necklace that I have, and this is really pretty, and I started not to sell this one, but I've actually got one very, very, very similar to this. I've actually got a agate, and then I've actually got a terminated quartz. But this is zebra agate. This is J. King. I actually just purchased this one from Jason, and I absolutely love it. It is really an incredible necklace. But the beads are gorgeous. Let me get a length on this one. But I didn't realize I had something very, very similar to it. So I am gonna bring this one up for sale. I bought another one from him too. But I'm keeping the other one. The terminated. No, I'm sorry, it's actual pink tourmaline. Um, so I'm gonna keep the other one. But this one I was gonna go ahead and see if there's any interest. I love this. Beautiful J. King. Let me get the length on this one, or DTR. This is long. I think this was what, 40 inches? 30 inches. Approximately 33 inches. And of course, it is marked right here with the DTR. So, of course, DTR, J. King, sterling silver findings. And this is zebra agate, and it is agate, and that is way too close.
Hey, Mama, can I wear this hat? Or is that riding tomorrow?
I not you can wear it there, but you're not going to wear it while you're riding because well, I don't guess you'd scare the horse. Um, but beautiful. Look at that agate. Look how absolutely gorgeous that agate is. A little bit of moss agate and zebra agate. Look, beautiful, beautiful. I love this. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. And you've got some little places in here for Druzy. So this is a beautiful necklace. Again, this was approximately 33 inches long. It is absolutely gorgeous. DTRJ King. This one, again, I'm just doing this at cost. So this one is a starting bid at 48. If there is any interest at this one. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love the agate. I love agate anyway. And you've got some of the most beautiful matrix, or matrices, um, in stones. I mean, they're gorgeous, absolute gorgeous. And again, you can't beat J. King like you can't beat Rosemary G. Can't beat J. King either. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful necklace. If there's any interest on this one, all right. Okay, well, this is here. If there's any interest in it, just let me know. It is here. It is absolutely gorgeous. We will pass on that one. All right. So, you guys let me know if there's anything that you guys are looking for, or anything that you guys would like for me to bring out. Or I can always rerun. Hey, Jen, welcome in. How are you doing? All right. All right, I'm going to show these a little bit and see if there's any interest in these. So I know I've just showed these, but anyway, I'm going to show them again because these are really cool. And show some coral. Hey, Minnie, welcome in. All right, so the first necklace is going to be a natural red coral. So this is branch coral, kind of thick branch coral. It does have a barrel clasp. It's a small barrel clasp, so you got to really get your fingers in there. Can't be all thumbs like me. This is 17 inches. It does have like a layer of lacquer, or protectant over it. But it's absolutely gorgeous, and you can see the different imperfections and the lines, and kind of the sponginess to this. Beautiful, beautiful necklace. If there's any interest on this one, and this one is going to be a starting bid at 45. If there's any interest on this guy. So beautiful coral. Um, Really pretty necklace. I love this. And this is great to combine with different things too. So let me bring out the other coral pieces that I've got. So a couple of other coral pieces. So let's see here. So another one that I've got that is also now this is also natural branch coral, smaller twigs. So you can see These are smaller. These are really large. This is 17 inches. This is also 17 inches. There is the clasp. Beautiful, beautiful little pieces of branch coral. Think about how pretty that would be together though. If you wanted to wear them together. And it's just really beautiful. So these are gonna be, hey Tanya, welcome in. This is gonna be a start and bid at 35 if there is any interest on the little one. So here's the big one. And then here's the little 17-inch. Beautiful necklace if there is any interest on this one. Okay, and this is the little branch coral, natural branch coral. And you can see all the different like little imperfections and um little bits of, I guess, I don't know, sand or sediment. I guess it should say sediment. All right, so beautiful necklace if there's any interest on this one. Hey, Leslie, welcome in. Awesome, thank you, Leslie. Leslie is in at 35. If there is any other interest, we are looking for 37 or above. So welcome in, Leslie. All right, so we will count this one down for Leslie. So going once, going twice, fair warning, and sold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful necklace, Leslie. Thank you, thank you. That was 35. All right, beautiful choice. Thank you. All right, so and then a couple of the other little pieces that I had sort of matched with it. So this is another vintage piece. Now this vintage one, this is a seed bead one. So 22 inches white seed beads, little glass beads, and then you come down to like little freshwater pearls, and then dyed coral chips. Still really cool necklace. I love to pair this with that and other things, but this is a really cool necklace. Really great vintage piece. Again, this one is a barrel clasp. So this one I had would have the had on 18 on this one. So start bid of 18 on this one if there's any interest. Again, you got your freshwater pearls. And I feel like these are dyed red chips. But beautiful necklace if there's any interest on that one. And then the next one, the next pretty little, now this is such a precious little necklace. Um, this one is 15 and a half inches. Again, little barrel clasp. And then you've got little gold tone findings. Then you've got little Heshy style shell beads, gold tone findings, and then little pieces of angel skin coral or salmon coral. It's maybe a little bit more salmon coral. But really precious little chips if there's any interest on that one. And this one is a starting bid of 20. And again, this one is short. It is 15 and a half inches. But it really is a pretty little necklace. And this would be great to layer with different things. Or even longer. I guess it would be longer shell things. Or coral. All right, thank you, Leslie. Leslie is in at 20. If there is any other interest, we're looking at 21 or above. If not, we will call it down. So going once, going twice, fair warning, And sold. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, thank you. That's a precious little necklace. Really, really precious. Awesome, awesome. Thank you guys. All right, that's that little bag. It's my coral bag. All right, let's see what else we've got. And again, open for any offers. If there is, I mean, open for any request. Can't think. Open for any requests. If there are any requests for anything, we've got all kinds. We've got all kinds of stuff. Let's see here. What do I want to show? All right. So that led me over to this. So this was another bag that I was working on. So I just wanted to show the other coral first. This is a coral bracelet. Now this one is Carolyn Pollock. So this is part of her American West line. So this is sterling silver. So you've got sterling silver magnet clasp. And you can see right here where it's signed for Carolyn Pollock 925. And then you've got the AW, if you can kind of see. But that's for her American West line. So again, this is coral, red coral, twisted. It's 3 strands. And I twisted it. You don't have to do it twisted. I don't know if it originally was twisted or not. I just had it twisted. But this one is, let's see here. What did I just do with my little thing? That's the picture, Jasper. Hmm. Okay, let me find my little, give you a size on that one. I think I am. Where did my little tag go? I thought I just had it. Alright, I think this one was 7 1/4. Pretty sure that this one was 7 1/4, and I'll tell you how I can find that out. So I want to say this one. Okay, so yeah. So this is definitely 7 1/4, probably a little bit more 7 1/2. But really awesome bracelet if there is any interest on this one. And I don't remember what I had on this one, so I'm going to play it by ear. We're going to do a starting bid at 42 on the bracelet if there is any interest. It is Carolyn Pollock. Sterling silver, red coral bracelet, absolutely beautiful. I'm assuming that this is dyed, but it is Carolyn Pollock. They're polished, absolutely beautiful. And then of course the sterling silver beads and magnet clasp, beautiful Carolyn Pollock. If there's any interest on that one. And now the other thing that I do have the Carolyn Pollock in I do have my little tag on this one. This is her American West line as well. This is her picture Jasper necklace. You sure can. Yep, I'm gonna mark you sold. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, thank you. You got it, Gail. Beautiful necklace. Thank you. All right, I've got that over for you, Gail. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so picture Jasper. Beautiful necklace, 18 to 21 inches. So again, sterling findings. And then you come down here and you've got her AW again for the American West. I can't remember exactly her little. I think her little stamping. I know it's stamped 925. I think her little mark might be in there, but I know that is hers too for American West. But beautiful picture, Jasper. Sterling silver findings, sterling silver beads. Beautiful, beautiful necklace. This is great to layer with different things. I love to put this with turquoise. I think this is phenomenal with turquoise. So anyway, this one is going to be a start bid. I can't get to my S&B at the moment, so we're just gonna run with it. Starting bid 45 on this one for the picture Jasper. Beautiful piece, absolutely gorgeous. And I love Carolyn Pollock, and I really like the different things that she's come out with her American West. Um, I've only got a couple pieces of her American West line, but there's some of the neatest things. Expensive too. All right. Then the next one in this bag. This one's another J King. This is a turquoise. Um, this is 18 to 21 inches DTR J King. And of course, there's the findings and the little puffy heart. You've got the triple strand, two little teeny tiny strands, then another semi teeny tiny chip strands. Absolutely beautiful. Then you come down and you've got this turquoise nugget. I do, I guess this is what is it? Treated turquoise, stabilized turquoise, but it's absolutely beautiful. And I love this nugget because you can see the pyrite in it. And I love it when you can do that, when you can see that. So, beautiful necklace. Again, DTR J King, 18 to 21 inches. And this one, I brought this one down. I think I brought this one down, did a starting bid of 45 on it too. So I'm going to put that up again for 45 if there is any interest on that one. That's a steal for J King, and turquoise. Um, but I'm putting it out there for 45 if there is any interest on that one. Those trying to get moved. So, and these do look really great together too. Again, I love the jasper. That's why I had these together. Because I love the jasper and the turquoise together. There's just something with the blues and the browns that I think are just incredible together. So, but those are there. Thank you all for looking. But they're there if there's any interest in those. All right. Let's see. Let's see. See if there's any interest in a Weiss set. This is a really cool set of Weiss. I don't know if you call them like strawberry, like blue strawberry. But this is a really amazing set. This is again from my collection. But it's two brooches and a pair of earrings. So here's the earrings. These are clip-on earrings. And they are that red rhinestone with the AB finish that gives it kind of like this blue look to it. Look how sparkly. And then you've got, and I don't know, these are kind of like a bronzed look. But here's the inside of one. And then you do have the green rhinestones up here. I don't see any rhinestones missing. And same here with this. And I'm doing these as a set of the earrings and the two brooches. Now if somebody wants me to break it up, I can try. But you can see right here is where the signature is for Weiss. So there's the earrings. If there's any interest in the earrings. And then here's one of the other brooches. Again, beautiful rhinestones. These are so sparkly. They're absolutely gorgeous. And again, with the green rhinestones for the leaves. It is in working order. Might have to use the fingernail just a little bit just to get it started. And then there's the Weiss. So again, I don't see anything missing on this one either. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, this is a really gorgeous set. And then here is the back of this one. Again, Weiss and working order. So this is going to be for the whole set. If there's any interest. Absolutely beautiful. I love these. I love these. I love these. So the starting bid on this is going to be 60 for the whole set. I've gorgeous Weiss set. So you're looking at about what, 20 a piece for the brooches and earrings. But beautiful, beautiful pieces. I love the rhinestones. They're absolutely gorgeous. It's a really nice little vintage set. If there is any interest in these. And see, like, I'm like this. So, like, my thinking, like, I like this. I think this would be really pretty as a pendant. And then, of course, you've got the brooch. And then, of course, you've got the earrings. So, like, that's kind of my thinking. Now I am open for offers on this for a little bit. But anyway, that's kind of my take on that. Like, how pretty would that be? Just to have this on a pretty dark or sterling silver chain. And then of course you have this over to the side. Or you could even mix a match. You could even do this one on the necklace. And this one is the brooch. And then you've got the clip-on earrings. So you could do different things with that. But I thought it was a really cool set. And that one's from my collection. Um, I know I need to do a video of my vintage collection. I went through it to try to see what I'm trying to get like uh whittle it down a little bit because it takes up a bit of space. Um, but anyway, that's there. So thank y'all for looking. This next one, this is just a fun little brooch. This is just like a, I guess sort of almost like an Art Deco type of brooch. But I've got written down here faux marcassette in gunmetal, sort of like almost like a gunmetal, type of, finish on that. So this one I've got, starting bid, of 8, if anybody's interested in this one. Really beautiful brooch. Now this would be fun to wear as a pendant. This would look really pretty as a pendant. I'm not gonna lie, like this would be great to get one of those adapters to and wear as a pendant. Because it really is really pretty. Um so if there's any interest in something like that. So those are just in the bag together. All right. Thank you guys for looking. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see. What else? Guys, tell me, is there anything that you guys would like for me to bring out? I do have some more copper things. And I've got, I don't know, we got all kinds of different things. Do you guys want to see any copper? If you do, just let me know. Um, Copper, sterling, gemstones. Um, I'm out of bugs. You love copper. Okay, I could do that. I could do some copper. All right. Now, we do still have We do still have this copper torque. If there's any interest on this one. So I'm going to set this one out. Beautiful, beautiful copper torque. So that's still available. So let's see what else we've got in my copper bag. I do too, Leslie. I love copper. Let's see here. Alright, so the first thing up looks like it's going to be that little sunflower or sun copper panel bracelet. Alright, so from what I could figure out with the comps and looking this one up, let me get my little jigger here. Okay. So this is a copper panel bracelet. Apparently maybe from the 60s, 70s, from what I could research. It has a fold over clasp, and it's pretty easy open close. You do have some wear to the back. And so like these look like they have like this finish to them. But you do have a little bit of vertegra, a little bit of oxidation on the back. But this is a vintage little piece. Now this has been run through with a little bit of water, dish soap, and a little bit of vinegar. So these have been cleaned, but not like overly. I don't overly clean. Try not to overly clean things, and these have not been polished. But beautiful, beautiful panel. I love this. I think it's fun. I love the little sun person. And the happy faces. Just a happy bracelet. And here it is. Told you I knew I'd find this eventually. When I wasn't looking for it, I would find it. So this comes to right at a 7 on the scale. So this one is going to be a starting bid at 10. If there's any interest on this little copper panel bracelet. Vintage little copper bracelet. And like I said, I love the little sun guy. He's happy, happy shiny. So we need a little smile sometimes in our lives. Alright, so that's there. If there's any interest on that one, let's see what we got next. Okay, that one's sold. Alright, what we got next? Okay. So this is a Zapata necklace. So this is... Oh, this is the wrong one. Okay. So this one is a Zapata necklace. This one is 18 inches to 20 inches. You've got sterling silver findings. And of course, this is Zapata. And there's the... Oh, it got... Little Zapata. The extension got a little bit wonky. There we go. So 18 to 21 inches. And you've got multiple strands of these little sort of like gold or brass tone, almost copper tone beads. And then you come down and you've got, I love it when they do something asymmetrical. And so then you've got like this little silver piece. Really cool necklace if there's any interest on this one. And so that's kind of what that would look like on. I think I tested this for sterling. I'm pretty sure this is sterling. Let me see. Yeah, this is sterling. So this is a little sterling piece. So beautiful necklace. I love this. I really think this is really neat. But you got these little copper and brass tone seed beads. And then with the little sterling little circle here with the thread. Just really neat piece if there's any interest in this one. And this is going to be 35. This is going to be a starting bid at 35. If there's any interest in this piece. And let me show you a little bit better of a close up here. Okay. Beautiful necklace if there's any interest. But if not, we will pass on that one. Thank y'all for looking. All right. So then the little link bracelet. All right, so let's do the next copper. All right, so I've got two different copper link bracelets. These are really pretty. And these are great to stack with different things. Like you can easily stack these with cuffs and bangles or other panel bracelets. Now these are a little bit different. So here's the thinner one and here's the thicker one. Now the thinner one, which is the one I'm going to show first, this one comes down to size 7 on the mandrel. It is copper, and I think this one, yeah, this one's also marked copper on the inside. And then I think it's also got like a patent pending or something like that. But there's the hook. So it's got just a little bit of room there to get the hook through. And beautiful links. And this is just a small little copper bracelet. This one is going to be a starting bid at 8 if there's any interest on this one. And again, this one was size 7. And these are great to layer with different things or stack with different bracelets. And I love copper. You guys know I love copper. So there's that one. And then the other one. Let's see if I've got a tag for the other one. So this one is also going to be the same thing. But the starting bid on is going to be 10 for the thicker one. And this one has, what do you call that? Like the sister clasp or something, some other kind of clasp. But it is marked copper. And this one opens like that. Sister claw or something like that. But this one is starting bid of 10. And the length on this one is actually 7 1/4. So this one would actually fit me. This one's 7 1/4. So really pretty bracelet. If there's any interest, again, these are great to stack with different bracelets. And they would look great together too if you wanted to wear them together. Love copper. All right, so there's those. Now, the next thing that I've got is a copper necklace. Now, the necklace itself is copper plated. It is not solid copper. It is a base metal up underneath. But let me get a length on the necklace. But the pendant, it comes down to a pendant. And that pendant is solid copper. So the chain itself is approximately 24 inches long. So again, here's the chain. It does have a fold over clasp. But this is going to be copper plated. And you can see where it's got a little bit more wear up here at the top, where it is around the neck, versus what it is down here where it hangs. But this is solid copper. And this is a Thunderbird. And you can see back here where it is marked Bell Trading, Copper and Bell Trading. So really cool necklace. I love this especially for this guy. Really cool piece. I love the pendant. I absolutely love that. I think that's really cool. So this one is going to be a starting bid at 24. If there's any interest on the necklace and pendant. Really cool piece. I love the Thunderbird. I love the copper pendant. I just think it's really cool. Really pretty. All right. So thank you guys for looking at that one. So let's see what else we got. We do have some neat earrings. So let's bring out some of the earrings. And these are going to be post earrings. Oops. All right, so these are the hook copper hoop earrings. Okay, these are really, really pretty. Now, I don't have backs on them at the moment, but I do have some backs that I will send with these. So they will come with backs. But these are beautiful copper. And as far as I know of, they are solid copper. They do not respond to a magnet. Beautiful, beautiful copper earrings. So these are like little hoops. Starting bid on these are going to be 10. If there's any interest on these earrings. Really, really cool earrings. I love these. I think they're really pretty. And look how pretty they are with the torque too. Okay. So beautiful earrings if there's any interest in those, and those were 10. Some of the other earrings that I've got, again, these are posts. Now this next set, these are brass, but really cool brass shield earrings. These are going to be a starting bid at 8 if there's any interest in these. And these are just vintage post earrings. Again, I'll send backs. But there's the brass. Just really cool, sort of like shield. Call them shield earrings. But really neat with the black enamel if there's any interest on those. And then the other ones, what were we calling our Star Trek earrings, but you've got the tritone, so you've got copper, silver tone, and gold tone middles. Again, these are posts, and I will send backs. But I love these. I think these are really neat, very modern looking. And these are tritone. So these are going to be a starting bid at 10 if there is any interest on those. Okay. All right. Thank y'all for looking at that. And then a couple of the other things that I've got in this bag. So one thing I've got, this is another copper bracelet, and has the sister, I don't know, whatever kind of clasp that is, that kind of clasp. And it does not respond. I feel like this is, the way it looks like, this is copper, plated copper. Because you can kind of see where some of the shiny copper is coming off, but there's still copper up underneath. It does not respond to a magnet. So, but it does have a little bit of wear to it. This is size 6.5. So this copper bracelet is going to be a starting bid at 8 if there's any interest on this one. And this one's heavier, so it's got a little bit more weight on it. But this one is size 6.5. Beautiful copper. It just does have a little bit of wear to it. But I feel like this is copper plated over copper. Neat little bracelet. Awesome. Thank you, Leslie. Leslie is in at 8. If there is any other interest, we are looking at 9 or above. But if not, we will call this one down for Leslie. So going once, going twice. Whoops, fair warning. And sold. Thank you. I knew I was gonna have a hard time getting to my SMB. Um. Well, hey there. Hey, Beach. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. So I appreciate all of you guys. I know it's Halloween. I know I love this too. I think it's really cool. So thank you, Leslie. Thank you. Thank you. I thank you guys so much for being here on Halloween. Um, I know it's kind of like um, it's just I'm not gonna be on tomorrow, so I wanted to come on. Um, uh, but I know it's Halloween too, so it makes it a little bit harder. I know there's a lot going on tonight. We got all of our trick or treating done. A pretty good time. Got back and got settled. I know I love the name too. Beach Please. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Oh, I'd love to see the beach. So, all right. Congratulations, Leslie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, some other little things. These are just little copper dangly earrings. I don't think all of this is solid copper. The hook isn't. Um, the little acorn maybe, but not all of it is. But still really cute little earrings. And these are five. If anybody is interested, these are five. So I'm just gonna do a bite now at five. So these would be bite now if anybody's interested in those. So cute little dangles, cute little earrings. All right, let's see. Might be it for that copper bag. That's it for that copper bag. Oh no, wait, it's not. I lied. Here's another necklace. I love this one. This is I've had this one for a while. But it's a really great Zapata necklace. You've got the Heshi style beads. Now the little silver beads are sterling. That is not turquoise. Dyed howlite or magnesite, copper, woods. Again, faux turquoise, dyed howlite, faux turquoise. But you do have some jaspers. You do have some silver. You've got some like little copper beads. But it's a really neat necklace. This is just a great like double like you can wear it long ways. It's very long. This is I don't think it's quite flapper length, but it's definitely upper length. Let me get a drop on this one. So the drop on this one is going to be 30 inches. And then, of course, but you can always double it. Actually, you could probably triple it. But that's how I was doing it, was doubling it. But it's long. It's definitely long. But I love this. I think this is a lot of fun. And I'm just going to do this one as a starting price at 28. If there's any interest on this one. And this is Silpata. You've got a Silpata mark right there on that little piece of sterling. Um, but it's over the head. There's no clasp. And again, it's just fun to layer. And you could definitely wear this with different things too. Like if you wanted to wear it with another copper necklace, would look really pretty. Would look great with turquoise. This would look really fun with a long turquoise necklace too, like real turquoise. So that's there if there's any interest in that one. And I'm gonna take a sip of drink. I'm gonna take a sip of tea. So I can't believe tomorrow's November 1st. I can't believe Christmas is almost here. I am not ready for Christmas to be here. Like, I mean, it was just the start of summer and now it's Christmas. Or now after tonight, it's Christmas, like, season. Christmas season starts now after Halloween. Oh gosh, I can't believe it's Halloween. I can't believe my girl's turning 10 tomorrow, guys. She turns 10. I can't keep up with it, and I want her to stay a baby. And she reminds me she's not a baby. And I know I told you guys, I think I told you guys that she no longer believes in Santa Claus now. And because I asked her the other day, I was like, well, what is Santa Claus going to bring? And she doesn't believe in Santa Claus anymore. And I'm like, well, who brings the presents? Oh, thank you, Beach. Thank you. And she said, we all do. And I'm like, well, daggone. I was like, when did you figure this out? She's like, Mom, I'm too old for Santa. I'm like you're nuts. And she's like, well, Santa's not real. I'm like, he's real if you believe he's real. Oh, of course, she misses that part of it. But anyway, I can't believe it. I know, Leslie. I know. It broke my mama heart. I am not gonna lie. My mama heart broke. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So anyway. Alright, let's see what else we got. Anybody like really big chunky necklaces? This is a really fun necklace. This is just a fun necklace. Now when I looked this one up, it came up. I can't say these names. This is the designer of the necklace I'm getting ready to show, or at least when I did my Google search and my research. I'm not very familiar with this name. But anyway, that being said, this is a really beautiful necklace. It is 30 to 32 inches. It does have an extension. And you've got this beautiful, like, Brazilian agate, sliced and dyed Brazilian agate necklace. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, these really are pretty. Beautiful dyed pieces of agate. I love the striping on that. Look how pretty this is. I love the beads. The beads, I mean the stones, the slices, but I love the banding on these. The blue is probably my favorite, although I really like that one too. And then you even got the hot pink. So this is just a really, really fun. Um, oh, there you go. I told if you stop, there you go. If you stop believing, you stop receiving. That's great. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this is just fun. This is just a really fun agate necklace. This one I am going to do a start and bid at 30. If there is any interest. Now the clasp is marked 925. I don't remember if I checked this. I do think it is 925. I don't remember checking it though. Let me see. I think I did check this. I think it is sterling. Yeah. All right. So sterling findings. But really pretty necklace. If there's any interest, I love the colors on that. That would be. Well, I know we're not at spring yet, but that would be really fun for spring. The length again, it is 30 to 32 inches. So we do have an extension. So 30 to 32. It's a nice lengthy one. I need to take that copper one off, but anyway, so you can get the idea. This is not a very big bust, but I think this one usually comes down to 18 to 20 inches. So this one is 30 to 32 inches. It's not, I mean, this is a great, oh, awesome. Thank you, Leslie. Um, Leslie is in at 30. Oops. Where did I go? I just messed up my chat, but anyway, that's okay. I hit the phone. All right, well, thank you, Leslie. And if there is any other interest, we're looking at 32 or above. But if not, we will count this one down. It is a gorgeous piece. So going once, going twice, fair warning, and sold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's great for sweaters. That's what I was trying. That's where I was going with that. It's a really great sweater weather. piece. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you. It is a really pretty necklace. I love this one. Alright. Get that over here. Have you ever heard of them, Leslie? I is it Ale Aluma? Um, Agate Slice. I don't know that I've ever heard of them. Um, all right, let's see. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, thank you. Uh oh, somebody's not in a good mood. I know we are getting close to that time. Yeah, we are. We're right here at 11 o'clock. Is there anything else that you guys would like for me to bring out? Anything else that you guys would like to see? I do have some vintage brooches that I had to begin with. If anybody would like to see any of those. Um, and other vintage items. Let's see, what else do I have? Let's see what else I got in my little box over here. Yeah. I'll run through a few more things and take any requests. Now would be a really great time for requests. Because I am going to start winding down just a little bit. Because we do have a really big day tomorrow. Let's see. But of course, then I'll be back on Monday at 9 o'clock. So we'll be back on Monday at 9. Let's see. These were some fun little pieces that I had out. This was just a really fun necklace. And bracelet set. And I say fun because you've got, technically, right now, the way I've got it, you have a matching necklace and bracelet set. Now this is and amethyst and magnetite is what I was trying to, not hematite, but magnet. Now I'm not gonna be able to say it. Magnetite, whatever. It's the magnet version of hematite is what I'm just gonna say. As you can see, they kind of do, but when you get it laid up on the bust, and they're not next to each other, it's a little bit better. But anyway, so here's the necklace. There's the necklace, and then here's the bracelet. Now the fun thing is you can actually take the bracelet, and they are magnet clasps. So you can take the bracelet and extend the necklace and make the necklace even longer. So I had fun playing with this. So you can have a little bit shorter necklace, which I think I said the necklace by itself. Oh, I didn't write it down. So let me write that. Let me get a link on that. I had fun playing with this. Got a crystal set that is very similar to this. So the necklace itself is already at 19 inches. So that is at 19 inches. And then the bracelets. Uh-oh. Misplaced. Oh, poo. Why do I always set the bracelet thing down somewhere and then I can't find it? All right, well, let's just do lengthwise. Although I know it's not the right way to do that. Tell you what, we'll measure it by my wrist. Okay, so this is going to be 7 inches, and this is going to be tight 7 inches. There it is. All right, so yeah, so on the mandrel it is 6.5. Now I wear size 7 1/4. I can get this on my wrist, but it is a very very tight squeeze. So I'm gonna say this can probably go down a little bit more, to 7 comfortable to 6 3/4, almost 7. But comfortably it is 6.5 on the mandrel. So again, this is a really fun set. So I'm gonna do this set at 25. If there's any interest. Amethyst, magnetite, beads, and then you've got the necklace and the bracelet. So the necklace was 19 inches, and then you've got this at right at 6.5 on the mandrel. Now, if we did this inchwise instead of just doing the mandrel, it comes to 7.5 inches. But of course, you can't go by that exactly when it comes to beads, because you got to consider the um I guess, what do you call it, surface area, something like that. um but beautiful set if there's any interest on that one. Let's see, what else did I have in that bag? I had a couple of other things in that bag. Next thing was this tiger eye bracelet. I just love this. This is a cuff, adjustable cuff. This is on like memory wire. But it is a tiger's eye and amber glass beaded cuff. It's tiger eye chips. And then the beaded glass. I just think this is great. Because this can fit just about any wrist. You can open it, you can close it. It's just on wire. But it is very flexible. Let's see here. So comfortably, you know, you can do 6.5, but I actually had it all the way up to 7 1/4. So I'd say 6.5 is probably the lowest. But like I said, 7 1/4 definitely. So this is just the starting bid at 10. If there's any interest on this one, starting bid at 10. And so Tiger Eye chips. Oops, and I'm gonna throw it. Tiger Eye chips and amber glass. It's just a fun, and it's great for fall. But it's just a fun cough. Had never seen one really like that, and I just thought that was a neat little piece. So let's see. Let me just see if there's anything in sterling and see if there's any interest in any of the sterling. So I ran through the sterling earrings earlier. Oh, Leslie. Now, Leslie, honey, I don't know if you could use these. I don't have any sterling torques. The only torque I've got right now is the copper one. Um, and Leslie, I don't know. These may, I probably paid a little bit too much for these, but I don't know if you're interested. But I do have these available. These are sterling silver, Navajo, watch tips, like that cobblestone look, with the turquoise and coral. These are signed sterling silver, and then they are signed J Nezzy. So these are sterling and then signed J Nezzy. So these are neat, but you can see, where the solder is. And I was going to do something with these. I have no talent or patience or time at the moment. But, these are available if there's any interest in these. I paid probably a little bit too much for these. But Um, I'm gonna lower them and I'll do 65. If there's any interest, obviously there's no obligation. Because one day I can always get to these, but just throwing these out there, they're in my sterling pile. So I didn't know if there was something that you may be interested in. So obviously, again, no obligation. But they're cool little watch tips. So and they do test sterling. Okay, yeah, definitely, and just let me know. But like I said, no obligation. I know that they're a little bit higher. I had all good intentions of trying to do something with them, and but just haven't had the chance. Um, so uh, it's hard to find time to do this stuff, Leslie. All right, so I will run through a couple of little Native American pieces and maybe a few other pieces. Um, oh, I got you. I got. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The smaller. Now I do have one that has coral. I know that I think they're pretty too. I think they're really cool, and they look like butterflies. But I was told that they were definitely thunderbirds. Yeah. Now I've got a set of coral ones. That I'm still want to try to do something with too one day. But I love coral. Um, so those I don't want to let go of yet, but those are smaller. Yeah, those are women's size. I guess I didn't think about that either. Um, but I thought one of these would make a really great pendant. Or actually both of them would make great pendants too. But again, I'm not. Um, we'll see. We'll see if I ever do something with them. This is a cool little Navajo bear brooch, sterling silver with a little turquoise bead. He is a little brooch, little, and he is in working condition. And he is signed. He is tested sterling. Probably could use a little bit of polish. He's only been gently cleaned with a cloth. But you got sterling here, and then you do have the initials there. Not that I'm familiar with those initials. Um, yeah. Um, but this one is going to be starting bid at 35 if there's any interest on the little bear. And he would make a cute little pendant. Um, oh, Jen, I'm sorry. Did you have a question? Yeah, okay, yeah, I saw that. Yep. No, I'm all the time looking for torques. But no, I don't have any of the sterling torques. Thank you, Tammy. um, but yeah, so really cute little bear. If there's any interest in that one, and let's see here. This is a fun brooch, and I know we're talking about Christmas time. This one is signed 925. It is sterling. I feel like this may be maybe Mexico, but I don't see any other maker's mark. I don't know if it's Taxco. But just because the way the 925 is marked, it reminds me of how Mexico sterling is marked 925. But anyway, it is 925. There's a clasp, a little bit older, pin sticks out. There's a bail if you wanted to wear it as a pendant. Needs a little bit of polish, just only been gently cleaned. But really beautiful Christmas tree with a little reindeer, just as cute as it can be. If there's any interest on this one, and this guy is going to be a starting bid at 30. If there's any interest in this little guy. So really cool brooch and pendant. If there's any interest in sterling silver, really not. It does have some good weight to it, but this would make a really fun pendant for Christmas. Um, Let's see. Let's see what else we got in this bag. So, stone, silver, Navajo. All right, so this is a really pretty pendant. This one is turquoise. It is signed Norman Lee and Lee, and then Sterling. And here is the turquoise. Absolutely gorgeous turquoise. Old turquoise. Does have sort of like a green finish to it, or green tint to it. But you can see some of the boulder in it too. Absolutely beautiful. Navajo. Oh, did you guys have fun? Hey, Christy, welcome back. Did you have a good time? So starting bid on this one is gonna be 38. If there's any interest in this turquoise, beautiful piece of turquoise. And of course, if anybody needs a, yeah, you and me both, Christy, you and me both. Awesome, thank you. Christy is in at 38. If there is any other interest, we're looking at 39 or above. But if not, we will call this one down for Christy. So going once, going twice, fair warning, and sold. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Christy. Beautiful pendant. Norman Lee. So that one was the Norman Lee. Oops. Yeah, it is. It's a really gorgeous, gorgeous color. Turquoise pendants. All right, thank you. I know I'm exhausted too after the trick or treating. Whew, it's but she had fun. She had a total blast. We usually do like the church trunk or treating, but they apparently did it last weekend. So we just did the houses this time. But it was fun. It's just a lot. This is another little turquoise pendant. Now this is just sterling silver. It's marked 925 on the back. This is tested, for sterling silver. Um, but just a really pretty little piece of turquoise. If there's any interest on this one. Um, yeah, exactly. You're exactly right, Christy. Oh yeah, she is. She was so excited when she's going through her candy and finding some of her favorite candies. Yeah, she's all ready for the weekend. So hey, Georgini, welcome in. Um, I know candy today and cake tomorrow. She is not that much of a cake person, but she loves the icing. So, but it's definitely. She is going to be worn out next week. She had trick or treating today. She's got everything going on tomorrow, and then Sunday she's uh, her grandparents have made plans with her for Sunday. So it's gonna be very. She's gonna be exhausted. Yeah, yeah, she is really gonna have a big birthday weekend. Like she's so excited, but she is gonna be a grumpy butt when it comes to Monday. At least she's got Tuesday off. At least she's got Tuesday off. So anyway, turquoise. I'm gonna bring this one down, and I'm just gonna. Oops, I lost my chat. The world's worst with this thing. All right, switch it back to live. All right, starting bid 20. Starting bid 20 on this one. If there's any interest, in this little guy. It's not Native American. I feel like this is maybe just a little artisan made pendant. But it really is a sweet little piece of turquoise. If there is any interest, and this would actually be fun for like a nice little charm, actually. It might be a little bit big for a charm, but I think it's cute. So awesome. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy is in at 20. If there's any other interest, we're looking at 21 or above. But if not, we will count this down. So going once, going twice. Fair warning. Um, oh, well, Christy, thank you. Um, well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we're gonna mark that sold. We're not, we're gonna mark that done. So, oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you, Christy. Tammy, yay. Um, Tammy. So Tammy is absolutely amazing. So thank you, thank you. Um, so awesome, awesome. Awesome. Congratulations. That's so sweet. Thank you so much, Christy. Um, awesome, awesome. Tammy is amazing. She's just all out amazing. Amazing mod, amazing friend. As are you guys. So, as are you, Christy. So thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. All right. Let's see what else we got in this bag. Bag of goodies. These are some really cute little marcasite and amethyst earrings. These are precious. Again, these don't have backs on them at the moment, but I do have sterling backs. I just got another little bag in. So these will come with the sterling backs. But these are beautiful little amethyst earrings. I love these with the marcasites. Look how pretty that amethyst is. So pretty little earrings if there's any interest in these. And these are going to be a starting bid at 20. If there's any interest in the marcasite earrings. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for looking. We will pass on those. And let's see. Let's see what else we've gotten in this bag. Does anybody know a Josh? Anybody know a Josh? And I just say that because I do have this pendant, sterling silver pendant. Josh, and then you've got like the what they did is they do the hieroglyphics on the back, and I can't remember what this is called. There's a term for this, and now I can't think of what it's called, and I've got it written down somewhere. But if there's any interest on that, I can run it. Just let me know. If anybody knows of a Josh, and if that would make a great gift for a Josh, I can run that. Let's see. Thank you. That's it. You had, yep, that's it. Cartouche, that's right. I could not think of that. I could not think of that to save my life. Thank you, JJ. Thank you. I was like, I know it's something, but I can't think of it to save my life. Alright. Let's see. Well, any requests for anything? Again, we've got some different vintage things. I do still have some more sterling. But you guys let me know if there's anything that y'all are looking for. Like earrings, rings, pendants. Um, some of the other things that I have up here. This is a really pretty sterling silver ring. I want to say this is probably size 9 or close to it, maybe 8.5, 9. But I do have that. I can always run that. That's sterling silver. Um, this is a really pretty locket. Again, sterling silver, amethyst, garnet, and citrine. With the marcasites. Precious little locket. This is a locket. Sterling silver DTR earrings. These are the ones with the agate and carnelian. Beautiful earrings if there's any interest in these. It's hard to hold those. And I'm not sure what stone this is. This is a really pretty, sort of like flower um, pendant. It is sterling and it's marked sterling and then Thailand. But I don't know what this is. I want to say it's probably dyed quartz, to be honest with you. It looks like either maybe a dyed quartz. You think it's denim lapis? It could be. It just looks too blue to be denim lapis. Maybe that's what it's supposed to look like. That's what Google Lens came up to be. Um, okay. All right, so there you go. So denim lapis. If there's any interest in that one, I can run this one. Um, okay. All right. I thought it looked a little bit too blue. For whatever reason in my head, I thought it was sort of a muter. Maybe not quite so bright. But that's what Google Lens said too. I just wasn't sure. Um, so there you go. So denim lapis pendant. I can run that if anybody's interested in that. Um, Actually, I'll go and run it. Starting bid. Let's see. Oh shoot, just do starting bid 30 if anybody's interested on that. And that might be too much. If it's too much, you can make an offer. If anybody's interested in it. Um, but really pretty. It is a really pretty blue. So that's there if there's any interest, and that's a great size for a torque. I'm all the time trying to find some different torques, but they're so hard to seems hard. They seem hard to find or get a hold of. Let's see. So you guys tell me, is there anything else that you guys would like to look at? I do have more copper. Forgot about this. I do have some copper cuffs if there's any interest. Oh, and some really pretty copper earrings. Let me run these. So these are really pretty copper earrings. This is copper and brass. And so you've got like hammered copper. And then of course the brass is polished or sort of like a matte polish. But these are by Wheeler. So copper by Wheeler. Made in the USA. Really nice copper earrings. There's the back. These are shepherd hooks. Beautiful earrings. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Christy. I wasn't sure. Um, so these are going to be a starting bid at 15 if there's any interest on these. I love these. I think these are spectacular. And these are still on the card. But beautiful brass and copper earrings. If there's any interest on these. So I think these are awesome. I love those. Alright, so there's those. And let's see what else we've got. So this is a neat little tree of life. Copper wire. Let me check. Yeah, copper wire. And then carnelian and agates chips for the tree of life. If there's any interest on this one is a starting bid at 8. Really neat little piece though. This would also look, well, maybe not so much on the torque, but would look great on the chain. But I think it's that, well, it would be on a smaller torque or snake or omega chain. Um, but I love that. I think that's really pretty. So there's that. Let's see. Alright, so we've got some different cuffs here. So this is a really cool. This is a cuff made by, I think it's Donald Myro. But this is a handmade, stamped, cuff. It is solid copper, and you could it is signed, and you could look him up. But he's done a lot of these different things. But it's just a really cool cuff. And you can see all the stamping. This is all done by hand, from my understanding, from looking at his website, because he does have a website. Now, this is a relatively large cuff. So this one you can really size it however you want to. Right now it's sized for 8. But like I said, I wear 7 1/4. So you can put it on and you can squeeze it down just a little bit. This is probably gonna be definitely. It's not a probably. It's a definitely. Gonna be for your larger wrists. Because even closing it down, it's still loose on me at 7 1/4. But it fits great. So if you have a larger wrist, this is definitely for a larger wrist. And it probably could be a little bit more for a man. Um, but I love copper. I think this is a really neat copper bracelet. If there's any interest on this one, and this one I'm gonna do a starting bid at 15. I know they run a whole lot more on his website and had a little bit more on it, but it's a little bit harder to probably fit because it is such a larger size. So that's there if there's any interest on that one. Yes. This is a cool brass. So this is a brass. Well, it's a copper. Because you've got the copper inside, and then the brass and silver tone, and copper braided or twist metals. Really cool cuff. If there's any interest on this one. The biggest size on this one is going to probably be your 6 1/2, I mean, sorry, 7 1/2, 7 1/4. Because it fits me. But you could probably, I want to say you can get it down just a little bit, to maybe 6 3/4, 6 1/2. I don't think it's going to be for your smaller wrists. I think 6 1/2 is going to be the smallest that you can get this and still keep the integrity of the bracelet. But that being said, this is going to be a starting bid at 12 if there's any interest on this cuff. Really awesome cuff if there is any interest. Okay. So there is that. And just a couple of other pieces. If there's any interest. I think this is really, really pretty. This is a copper bracelet. Again, this is going to be a little bit for your bigger size wrists. But this is gorgeous. Now, it is marked copper. And on the mandrel, it comes down to almost 8. So 7 3/4. You probably can take this to a jeweler. Just like with a watch, you can take the little pin out and take a couple of these links out. But this is a really pretty bracelet. I would put this on, but it's going to take me a while to get it off, because it's hard for me to get it with the clasp. But look how pretty that is. And I love the rhinestones in this. It is absolutely gorgeous. So I love that. I love the rhinestones. So this one I'm gonna do this one at 15. So this one is a starting bid at 15. Again, right now it's set for a larger wrist, but you can definitely have a jeweler, or you might be able to take them out yourself, if you know how to do that. Take the links out, um, because you just have a little pin, and so you just push the little pin out, take out a set, take out a link, and then put it back together. The links I think I said were approximately um each set of links is approximately maybe 1 inch. So every time you take out a link, you're taking out about an inch. So if you need for this to be a little bit more like 6 and 3/4, you would just take out like one link, and that link starts from like right here, to right there. Okay, but some fun little pieces. All right, so what time we've got? We have got 11:30. Oh goodness gracious! And we turn back into pumpkins at 12. Um. So, so let me just throw it out here. Are there any requests for anything? I thank you all so much for being here. It's been a really great show. I tell you what. Let me see. Um, let me do a giveaway, a quick little giveaway, if anybody's interested, or if anybody's still here. I know you guys would be interested. If you guys are, so, um, well, I thank you so much for being here, Leslie. Do you want to stick around? Thank you for everything. Do you want to? Let me do the giveaway real quickly. We're just going to do. It's for $5 total cash. And we'll just guess the number. YouTube is not affiliated, is not sponsor, is not liable for um anything like that with the giveaway. There's no monetary value. It's just $5 total cash. So all we're gonna do is just guess the number, and I'm just gonna. Oh, I could do something fun for Halloween. Well, we'll just leave it at number. But anyway, so we'll guess the number from one to 20 and go. Write down a number real quickly. All right, so there you guys go. So feel free to guess, and my little number is written on the other side of that. So so the one I'm looking for. So anybody, if there's anybody here, it's time for the giveaway. Well, Leslie, you may be the only one here. Well, thank you, Leslie, for participating. Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, you got it. We're good. Oh, that's how it goes sometimes. That is how it goes sometimes, but that's all good. Well, congratulations, Leslie. So, all right. Well, Leslie, thank you. Oh, no, thank you. I appreciate it. I know. I guess everybody's probably gotten sleepy and tired, and I know I'm right there with you guys, and I've still got quite a few things to do before going to bed. I will try to get these invoices out. If I don't get them out tonight, I will get them out in the morning. But thank you guys so much for being here. It has been a lot of fun. I hope you have a wonderful night too. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I will be back on Monday at 9 o'clock. So I will see y'all then. Again, have a wonderful Halloween. Have a great November 1st and enjoy y'all's weekend. Thank y'all again so much. It's been a blast. It's been a lot of fun, and I love you guys. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy, thank you for all your hard work and keeping me straight. Love you guys. Mwah. Good night, Roberta.